the test?
Sir, another test. Sir.
No, bisa dapat tak?
Dapat. Sir, yang ni je saya paling perform. Sir, yang lain tak perform. Saya tembak.
Kenapa tak salah? Apa dia dapat? Dia yang dekat tak boleh buat.
Alah, saya pun tak dapat.
Dapat? Dia dapat betul-betul dengan kira-kira? Ayo teka.
Saya buat PR.
Sir, yang apa duration tu tambah je kan, sir kan?
You start then PQ.
Ya.
Start PQ.
PQ start.
Start then P then Q.
Then P to R.
Then P to R.
Saya ni confident kan. So saya dah nak buat Q. So saya cakap Q tak boleh.
You understand the diagram or not? Understand ah? You got feedback right? Ada feedback tak? Got feedback or not? So got feedback?
Dah. Reduce to 5%, maksudnya makan saya berapa je, sir?
Okay ah? I think can check now. Refresh and see. Can refresh ah?
Wait sir.
Okay, let's go back. We're done with that one ah? Okay, by the way, so module 4, go back, finish up, you already got MyL right?
Yeah.
My suggestion, finish up MyL faster, because I might be taking questions from there.
Yes.
But, when you do test, you cannot refer to the MyL question answer.
No problem.
Okay, sir.
Unless we noted already.
Unless in your brain you noted already different story lah.
I regret
But openly you cannot check. That's why I go around checking.
Saya buat tu.
Yes, of course kena buat. But the point is,
Nama sama je.
sama je.
Nama sama, tempat kedudukan je lain.
That is the only thing. Are you clear now? Of course you go and memorize. Oh, this one A, this one B, then die lah.
Yes.
Then you die, Okay. So, my suggestion, finish MyL for chapter 1, chapter 3, chapter 4. Not yet finish chapter 5, we'll try to finish chapter 5. But finish the MyL quickly, you never know, you get bonus, ma.
Okay, sir.
Okay, So, I
Sir,
tell
sir.
you now already,
I do my...
Sir, next week test what chapter?
Next week test will be chapter 5 until where I stop. Chapter 5 until where I stop, and chapter 1.
Okay,
Oh, so there's no chapter 2, 3, 4 lah.
5 and 1 only.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Maybe 3 some still got.
tu sir.
3 still got.
Please, tiga.
Abang
Always
buat.
got.
Most important, right?
Yeah, 3 is always got. 3 every time got. 3 every time got. Okay, 1, 3, 5. Are you okay? 1, 3, 5.
I suggest we do 134 again. I suggest we do 134 again with that tracking. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, no backtracking also next test.
So, we're good.
You see this word?
Sir.
You see this word? You understand this word, right?
Yes.
Sir, I
You don't
suggest
understand. That's how I feel when you do the test without backtracking.
Sir, I suggest if there's no backtracking, you should make it as 1 hour, sir.
1 hour?
Yes, I
Oh,
study it.
time also I put limited to 2 minutes per question.
So please, sir, we cannot do that.
2 minutes per question on average, you will have manage your timing. So, by the way, you see theory question, don't take too long. Don't take 3 minutes to answer, your fault lah. Theory question is supposed like read, check, answer, fire. Are you clear or not? Your job is like, go slow and steady in the beginning, which is what you did, right? All of you did the same thing. You all went slow and steady in the beginning, yes or not?
Yes.
So that's your mistake lah. Are you clear? Okay, let's go back. What happened?
Sekiranya yang hari ni kita stop modul 5 tu tak mana?
I'm coming back to it. Okay, let's go back to module 5, guys. Check.
Tadi tu tak boleh check.
Now you can check. Refresh. Can check already, right?
That's okay.
Yeah. Feedback, right? Yeah. So let me go through this one. Last we stopped here, right? Where we stop? Okay. Now we look at this part. Guys, performance management and control, their role. Have I done this? Okay. Strategy must be implemented after it is formulated. Remember, strategy is implemented after formulated. This is where performance management is important. All strategies should have goal. Organization need to introduce a system of performance management comprising process of measure, monitor, report, improve performance so that the goals are achieved. So simple. You need to have a goal before you come up with your performance measure. Make a note, so
Jadi mesti implementkan implemented
So a particular performance measure adopted by organization will depend on strategy and objective.
The next 2 weeks. Maksudnya minggu depan, minggu satu tak ada.
Ada.
Ada test juga?
I will start testing you every week already until your performance improve. Until your performance improve. Until I am satisfied you can manage your time, answer fast, know your material
No backtracking.
without backtracking.
So please have some mercy. Mungkin nak rasa.
I don't want to give you mercy. Mercy is my job, not for mercy. That one all upstairs do.
So don't let me sing Shawn Mendes song.
If you go to the mosque, you ask for mercy from the top. Not for me. I cannot give you mercy. No power. Are you okay? My job is to make sure you success.
Habis dah
If I give you mercy now, and then you fail your CPA,
No mercy already.
who had no mercy? Not me, right? CPA, right?
Betul lah tu sir.
So you pass here, fail there, no use. You fail here, you pass there, I'm happy.
Yes.
Because you pass there, you already pass you don't need to take the credit already.
But
The exam marks are not counted.
based on our senior sir, SMA is the one with the most fail.
Yes, that's why.
And then they repeat about 3 to 4 times.
Yeah, that is the reason.
Oh my God.
That's why time management very important.
Berapa lama dia soalan? Sebenarnya dia kata teori lah banyak
Okay, guys. So strategy of cost leadership, you focus maybe on cost per unit, profit per unit. Maybe your strategy is differentiation. You maybe go on new R&D patents. Are you clear?
Yes.
Okay. Moving on. So, performance management role in strategy. Okay, you do have a strategy concerned with achieving your objective. After that, concerned with decision making. Finally, you got management control. Critical element of strategy implementation. You need to do. When you implement, there must be controls. If there is no controls, you won't know whether you are on track or not. Like for example, after doing this test, the control was the test itself. What did you find out about your performance? What was the weakness in your performance? What are the areas for improvement? What do you think you can improve? One improvement you can do after this is what? Only one, I need new one. What? What is the improvement? After doing the test, you see the result, correct? Don't get satisfied. What is the satisfactory result? Is 21 out of 21.
Yes. Betul.
Yes, no?
Yes.
You got a gap.
No.
You got a gap.
I got a big gap.
You got a big gap. How to close the gap?
Because doing revision from my
What's the one thing you have to do now?
Study.
time management.
Time management, right? So focus on one issue first at a time. How can you improve your time management?
Buat latihan yang banyak.
Huh?
Exercise
Main
banyak.
lah.
More exercise should increase your time management, right?
Yes.
Or doing things. Okay, I repeat that.
Without battery.
Know that you set time. Okay, did you watch this movie Equalizer?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Equalizer number 1.
Yes.
Equalizer number 1, the guy will like stopwatch and then he kill everybody, right?
Yes.
You know that scene?
Yes.
I don't know.
You must do the same thing. 2 minutes, 1 question. 2 minutes, 1 question. You have to time yourself.
Oh, okay, sir.
You have to time yourself. Can you settle the problem in 2 minutes or not? If you cannot settle the problem in 2 minutes, you got problem already. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Okay, so establishing target. So notice now, you establish target. I asked you to set target. You said time management, I said set target now. 2 minutes per question. You take any question, you try to solve it in 2 minutes. Then you measure actual performance, take corrective action. Cybernetic control are on feedback cycle. Compares the target and actual sales performance and then immediately gives a feedback. Okay, now next area, limitation of traditional controls. Usually those that are accounting based have been criticized. For example, ROI, they are over focused on money issues. So, non-traditional approaches are that are industry or organization specific have taken a new meaning. So, targets are now set for the industry. Like, for example, if you say education, Malaysian market is the Setara ranking. Are you clear or not?
Yes.
So, all the universities and colleges try to achieve the Setara ranking. Then they have other ranking like QS and all that. Yeah. Non-financial performance measures have taken greater level of importance in guiding organization toward their goals. Meaning, not only do you look at your financial, non-financial, if you look at balance scorecard, there are 3 other areas. What are the 3 other areas? You got your customer. Just customer, it doesn't say satisfaction, just says customer
employee
measure. Then you got internal process measure and innovation and growth measure. Are you clear now?
Yes.
So there are 3 other areas you have to be good, but that's not all. There are other non-financial performance indicators. So models for performance management, models. One key element in performance management is to distinguish between what is operational performance, what you do good at the bottom, and what is strategic performance. You need to differentiate between 2 types. Now, strategic performance concerned with sustainable performance over time. You can make a profit all the time at the whole organization level. Operational concerned with achieving your short-term financial performance. Now, a good example, Lazada. They are having a lot of problem. Why? What is happening to Lazada, guys?
They've got competitor, Shopee. And TikTok.
Lazada lay off. Why are they laying off? Guys, Lazada lay off 30% of their staff. Why?
I think because like their sales are declining.
Is it because their sales are declining?
I don't know.
Or their performance? Are they not selling enough?
Performance, sir.
You know, the last 3 days, few of my Lazada orders all refund. I was like, oh, we don't have the stock.
Sebab dia seller tak ada. Seller
Yeah, I mean,
The sellers are declining, is it?
they go to TikTok and Shopee shop.
Most of them don't want to serve in Lazada. Why? Why the seller don't want to sell in Lazada?
Because less user, less
Maybe
user,
it's
sir.
too costly to sell in Lazada. Lazada taking too much cut from the seller. And TikTok shop now offer a better deal.
Yes.
So you sell in TikTok, you don't need to pay so much. You sell in Lazada, you have to pay a lot.
Yes.
Does that make sense? So that's an example of maybe there is a problem with the company's performance. And they are now cutting down already. Alright, so that's over here. Now, measuring strategic operational performance require a different set of KPIs. Alright, you can't use the same KPI. Now, there's also lagging and leading measure. Are you clear? There's two different words here: lagging measure, leading measure. Some performance measure are lagging, like sales is a lagging measure. After something happened to you, sales will go down. Okay, may fall because of decline in customer satisfaction, which is a leading measure. Are you clear? So you must differentiate between what is a lag measure, what is a lead measure.
Kalau lead macam mana?
Leading means this is the cause, sebab. Okay, the cause of why your sales fall down. Make sense? Okay. So this is which is caused by performance reflected in combination of leading measure, quality of product, how well customer was treated, speed of customer service, product price. All of this are called leading indicator. Lagging indicator, sales, profit. Are you okay in this part? Market share also could be lagging indicator, not a leading indicator. Your market share is a result of how well you make your product and so forth. Okay? So make sure you differentiate between leading, okay, provide more here and now view of performance, likely to help explain and predict even cause the result of lagging measure. Here, provide information of what has happened after the event.
So what does it mean by here and now?
Okay, that means tells you what's going on now lah. Lagging doesn't tell you what's going on now. It already happened. In the past, you never take care of your customer, that's why you lose your sales. Okay, let's move on. Business model canvas. Do you remember this one?
BMC, yes.
Okay, you got all the elements of the business model canvas. You need to know partner, your key activity, your key resource. All these three areas you need KPI. You need KPI, how well you deal with your partners, what's your key activity, how well you do that. Then, that one, all these three activities relate to your costs. Your cost can be fixed cost, variable cost, got it? Okay. Then, down here, when you do all of this join together, you can create your value proposition, which is also part of your cost, but also help you earn your revenue. If your value proposition is very good and you sell through the right channel and your communication and relationship with your customer is good, you should be able to earn a lot of money from your specific customer. Are you clear?
Yes.
Now, it is good for you to go to this website, Strategizer, make a note, go to the YouTube channel of Strategizer and go through their content. Go through their content, alright? Now, let's move on. You also have balance scorecard. Now, when we say balance scorecard, we're looking at 4 levels: financial, customer, business, and innovation learning. You set goal for each one from your strategy. What's your strategy? There's been some criticisms of balance scorecard. It doesn't cover things like environment and employees. Remember, environment, employee kind of ignored. That is one of the problems. But remember, learning growth lead to continuous improvement of your internal process, lead to efficiency of process, reduce cost, satisfy the customer, so your customer gets satisfied, lead to strong financial. So you can see, leading, lagging. Moving from leading to lag. Are you clear now? This one lead this one lead this one lag, this one lead this one lag, this one lead this one lag. Nothing about this to read. Are you clear? Now, clear this part. Let's move on. Balance scorecard, when you want to design the balance scorecard, just remember what's the big issue here. The big issue here you have is going to be number one, you want to assess the strategy, assess the stakeholders, compile a strategy map, define your key performance measure, your SMART target for each of the 4 elements, then you cascade, bring it down to lower level. Okay, this is the 5 steps of designing a balanced scorecard. You will be asked theory in this question, this area. This one they might ask you an action and ask you where it belongs, which step is it. Are you clear? So, what are the organization strategy vision? Source a copy of the organization strategy, usually contained in the annual reports, annual statements. If no accounts are available, consult with the senior management. Identify most important goal, financial, non-financial. Then list the key customer groups of the organization. How the organization currently meeting their needs for each group. How can the organization best meet the needs of the customer? Okay, next you got construct a strategy map, identify links, identify overlaps and objective. Now when we say strategy map, it looks something like this. This is kind of like a strategy map. Are you clear? This is the idea of strategic mapping. So that's what they say, construct a strategy map, construct a list of key KPI for each of the measure, and then you duplicate the previous step for the department level. Remember, business unit, department, and individual level. That's called cascade. Cascade means drop all the way down to the individual. Now, moving on here, public sector, not-for-profit performance management. You do need to know, not all are going to be private sector. Sometimes you go for public sector, which means government. Another one you might go for is not-for-profit, which means charity. So you got charities, you got government. So government like police force, how do you improve the performance of the police force? Are we clear? So public sector not-for-profit face particular challenge in terms of performance measurement because they have multiple stakeholder, multiple goal. They don't only focus on making money, they want to also meet what is the government agenda. So, financial performance are often constrained on an activity rather than a goal. They are limiting what they can do, how much money they can spend. Non-financial measures are more important, like quality of health, or the security of people, or the crime rate. All of this are called non-financial measures. Charity, they always get money from where? Government and also donation, yes or not? So when they get money from these two sources, you need to assess whether they can raise money easily or not. So performance measures need to be developed contingent on specific project. So here charities might do project like currently a lot of them doing project to give money to Palestine, yes or not?
Yes.
So whether or not that project is working or not, you need to have KPI. Clear?
Yes.
Now let's move on to the next point. So here you do strategy mapping. Where do you start? You start with the goal. What's the goal here? Grow shareholder value. How? Come up with the KPI, EPS, TSR growth. Okay, to grow shareholder value, how do you grow shareholder value? You grow your market share. You try to also improve your profitability. So two angles there. To grow your market share, you need to also grow your sales revenue. Are we clear? So then down there, for a hotel, to improve your market share and sales, you need to increase your occupancy rate. How many people staying in that place? To improve your occupancy, you need to improve your brand. And also the rooms available. Rooms available, you increase hotel management agreement, increase room. So you cascading downwards, okay, not to a lower level. So strategy maps are visual approach to help identify cause and effect relationship and critical area where you need to measure performance. Cascading the measure. You start the measure at what whole of the organization level can be achieved. That means for a big company like this, it's up here, the whole organization. Okay, that's the first one. If the individual business unit, customer segments and product services contribute to that performance. So you need to look at the company level and how each one contribute. Then only you set for each element. Cascading translate high level strategy to become a low level. That means bottom line, the hotel staff know what to do. Because you start at the top, profit share, TSR, but how do you move to the staff at the bottom? Cascading is key to organization alignment around strategy. If you don't cascade, the performance measure don't click. Once they don't click, people do other things than what is important for you. Alright? So that's the alignment. Team individual scorecard into day-to-day work with department goal and corporate vision. Performance measure must be developed for the whole organization, not just one part. And as the scorecard management system is cascaded down the organization, objectives become more operational and tactical, not more strategic. So from strategic, you go to tactical, tactical, you go to operational. That's the purpose of cascade. Right. Role of IS in performance management. What's the job here? You need to collect data. Many organizations, as a byproduct of transaction recording, when you do your sales, you record data. Who did you sell to? How much you sell? All this data might then be used by bigger companies in something called ERP software, Enterprise Resource Planning Software. Do you know what is the well-known Enterprise Resource Planning Software, guys?
Microsoft.
SAP. Oracle, these are the high-end one. Microsoft is called Dynamics. Are we clear? Then there are others like MYOB and USB and what did you study? What did you study for your accounting? SQL.
Oh.
Did you do SQL?
Yes, time diploma.
So those are all called ERP, but SQL is a low-level ERP, or SAP is a high-level ERP. Alright? Now, cloud computing allows access to a larger source of data, makes it easier to analyze data from any location. Organization need to determine performance information. You have a lot of data, you need to figure out. Remember this word, volume and variety. These two words come from where? Big data.
Apa ni? Tak ada.
Yeah? Right. Last one. So key to successfully integrate performance measurement. What do you have to do? Top management must be committed to a unified vision. If the top management not clear with the vision, then you have variable outcome. Okay. Number 2, performance measures are consistent with the vision. All your KPI linked to your vision. Resource allocation consistent with your strategic priority. Budget must be based on your priorities. Individual and team performance measure must be linked to the company's performance measure, cannot be out of sync. You integrate all your information sources so that you can get clear picture of performance, and you use performance measure as a learning tool, not just as a control tool. You find out where you make mistakes. Are we okay with this part?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me take attendance and then we are done.
Yay.
Yay.
Please be ready for next week.
Okay, sir.
After a stressful test.
I will maybe test you until this one here.
And you will go
Give
up
the textbook.
until the role of performance management.
Yeah,
Until
I will done C. That's the last part.
yeah. Oh yes. So that means B tak jadi message lagi.
So jangan ajar C dia lepas tu nak masukkan dalam tu.
Oh yeah, I'll teach you C then I'll masukkan.
Aduh, jangan.
Next class, I'll teach you C finish then I'll masukkan. Just like today also. Are you clear? So might as well you get ready for C lah. Huh? You can watch knowledge activity.
Sir.
Hold on, let me do attendance first.
Tapi I think it's good juga kalau saja dalam kelas ni sebab lagi fresh dia punya memory.
Chill lah. Kita orang ni.
Didn't you get better marks because you did the
Yes.
diagram?
Yeah. I think I'm happy for that question. Only.
Yeah. Because you did it twice before, so you have better times.
Yang lain tu I cry, sir.
Aduh, topi dia.
I think yang lain tu macam a torture. Oh, apanya?
Okay, let me just call out everybody. Adila. Muzamil. Aisyah. Alfarah. Arif. Airi. Tak ada.